Bet you didn't know about this. There's a tree that is so dangerous that even standing beneath its branches can be fatal.
The world is packed with places so magical they feel unreal. Glowing landscapes, hidden wonders, and breathtaking sights that seem straight out of a fantasy. But nature doesn't stop there. Some of the tallest and strangest trees on Earth add to the mystery, creating scenes you'd never expect to find in real life. So get ready to explore these unbelievable locations.
And that's the source of the volcanism. That's why there's magma coming up near the surface and feeding this volcano.
Along the sunny beaches of the Caribbean, Florida, and parts of Central and South America, there's a tree you definitely don't want to touch. The manchineel. It looks safe, with its green leaves and tiny apple-like fruit. But don't be fooled. Even a drop of its sap can burn your skin. And standing under it in the rain? Bad idea. The water dripping from its branches carries toxins that cause painful blisters. In fact, it's one of the most toxic trees in the world. Locals mark it with warning signs, because in this tropical paradise, beauty can be deceiving. Silent mandrake. Turns out, Harry Potter wasn't completely wrong. Mandrakes are real. But before you get too excited, no, they don't actually scream. These strange-looking plants have thick, forked roots that kind of resemble tiny humans, which is probably where the legend started. But the real struggle? Growing them. If you live in a rainy area, forget about it. They barely reproduce, making them super rare. And pulling one out? Not as easy as it looks. Honestly, the only thing screaming is probably the poor gardener trying to yank it from the ground. Lethal roots.
And this is an important herbal tree that I think they use in homeopathy and Ayurveda also.
Found across India and Southeast Asia, the strychnine tree is as toxic as it is fascinating. Standing up to 20 meters tall, it grows in open fields and forests, blending in with its surroundings. Its round orange fruit might look safe, but inside, it hides an ominous secret. Seeds packed with strychnine, a highly toxic compound. Even its bark can be very unsafe on contact. Despite its toxins, this tree has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. But let's be real, this is one plant you wouldn't want to mess with. In the wild, beauty and danger often go hand in hand. Lost World Peak.
Today's walk is going to take us right up to the base of Roraima. First, we have to cross a few rivers.
Mount Roraima in Venezuela looks like something straight out of a fantasy movie. Towering above the clouds, this ancient plateau is one of Earth's oldest and most isolated formations. Often called the Lost World, its misty surroundings and sheer cliffs have inspired legends, and even the movie Up. With its unique plants, bizarre rock formations, and breathtaking views, it's a dream destination for explorers and scientists. It's like stepping into a world that time forgot, and honestly, it might be one of the most magical places on the planet.
On the Brazilian side of Roraima, but it is straight up the rock face.
Earth's giant mirror. Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia is like nature's biggest trick. It's a salt flat that turns into a giant mirror. Stretching over 10,000 square kilometers, this place looks unreal, especially during the rainy season when it perfectly reflects the sky. It's like walking on a cloud, but without falling through. In the dry months, the ground forms crazy geometric patterns, making it look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Whether it's a perfect reflection or a mind-bending landscape, this place proves nature has a wild imagination. Canyon of Light. Hidden in the Arizona desert, Antelope Canyon looks like something straight out of a dream. Its winding sandstone walls have been shaped by wind and water for centuries, creating smooth, flowing patterns that seem almost unreal. But the real magic happens when sunlight sneaks through the narrow cracks above, sending glowing beams of light straight onto the canyon floor. and the result is a stunning, almost otherworldly sight that photographers and travelers can't get enough of. With its twisting pathways and glowing walls, this canyon is proof that nature knows how to put on a show. Glowing caves. Hidden beneath New Zealand's hills, the Waitomo glowworm caves look like something straight out of a fantasy world. Thousands of tiny glowworms cling to the cave ceilings, casting a soft blue light that makes the underground chambers feel almost magical. As you drift through the caves on a boat, the glow above mirrors a starry night sky, creating a breathtaking sight. These glowing creatures use their light to attract prey, turning the caves into a living display of nature's brilliance. Visitors from around the world come to witness this surreal underground wonder, an experience unlike any other. Magical Cappadocia.
Imagine this place centuries ago. It was a thriving community, and people lived here till the 1950s.
Cappadocia looks like something straight out of a storybook. Towering rock formations, known as fairy chimneys, rise above ancient cave homes, creating a landscape that feels almost unreal. At sunrise, the view becomes even more breathtaking as colorful hot air balloons float over the valleys, painting the sky with vibrant shades. This region isn't just about the views. You can explore underground cities, hike through dramatic canyons, and step into a history that's carved into the earth itself. With its blend of natural beauty and rich history, Cappadocia is a place that stays with you long after you leave. Bubblegum Lake. Tucked away on Australia's middle island, Lake Hillier looks like someone spilled an entire bottle of pink dye into the water. This bright pink lake has left scientists scratching their heads for years. Some say it's due to salt and algae, but no one really knows for sure. What's even wilder? The color never fades, rain or shine. It stays the same vibrant pink. Surrounded by green trees and white sand, it looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. A completely natural mystery that proves nature has a creative side. Dancing lights. The northern lights are one of nature's most incredible sights, lighting up the Arctic sky with waves of green, purple, and pink. In Norway, this glowing display moves like shifting curtains, creating a scene that feels almost unreal. This stunning light show happens when solar particles hit Earth's magnetic field, producing vibrant colors that stretch across the horizon. Whether seen from Tromsø, the Lofoten Islands, or other northern regions, the experience is nothing short of unforgettable. Watching these lights flicker and swirl above is a moment that leaves travelers in awe, making it a must-see natural wonder.
Wow.
Desert Guardian. Standing tall in the vast Atacama Desert, the Witch's Finger is a striking rock formation that looks like a giant hand reaching for the sky. Officially called Mano del Desierto, this 36-foot-tall monolith has been shaped by wind and sand over centuries, giving it a rugged, weathered look. The surrounding emptiness makes it even more mysterious, inspiring eerie legends about lost travelers and ancient spirits. Some see it as a guardian of the desert, while others believe it holds a deeper secret. Whether bathed in golden sunlight or standing alone in the silent night, this strange formation leaves a lasting impression. Rainbow Heights. Peru's Rainbow Mountains look almost unreal, their slopes streaked with reds, yellows, purples, and greens. Sitting over 17,000 feet high in the Andes, Vinicunca is a challenge to reach, but the view is worth it. The colors come from mineral deposits built up over millions of years, though local legends speak of sacred energy flowing through the land. For centuries, these mountains were hidden under ice, only revealing their true colors in recent decades. Whether for the adventure, the culture, or just the breathtaking view, Vinicunca is easily one of the most incredible sights on the planet. Vanishing Ocean. It looks like the ocean is collapsing into a deep, endless pit. But this jaw-dropping sight off the coast of Mauritius is actually an illusion. Shifting sands and underwater currents create the effect of a massive waterfall plunging into the sea. From above, it's a mind-bending view that seems straight out of a sci-fi movie. The surrounding waters glow in shades of blue and turquoise, with coral reefs teeming with life just below. Whether seen from a helicopter, a boat, or up close in the water, this unreal phenomenon is the ultimate highlight of Mauritius's natural beauty. Glowing waters. Hidden beneath the cliffs of Capri, the blue grotto looks like a scene from a dream. Sunlight filters through an underwater opening, making the water glow an electric blue. Boats glide through the dark cave, their reflections shimmering on the glowing surface. Ancient Romans once swam here, believing it was a portal to the gods. Today, visitors enter through a tiny gap just above the water, ducking low to get inside. Once in, the entire world is bathed in blue light, creating a sight so surreal it feels almost unreal. It's easily one of Italy's most magical, natural wonders. Deep blue abyss. Off the coast of Belize lies a giant, nearly perfect circle in the ocean, the Great Blue Hole. This massive underwater sinkhole is a magnet for divers, drawing them in with its deep blue waters and hidden formations. Beneath the surface, ancient stalactites and tunnels create a maze-like world, while vibrant marine life weaves through the depths. From above, it looks like an enormous blue eye in the sea, but below, it's a whole other universe waiting to be explored, a place where the ocean keeps its secrets locked away. Blazing Ice Peak.
All of that gas, water vapor, and carbon dioxide coming up through the side of the volcano.
Mount Erebus is the definition of extreme, a fire-breathing volcano sitting right in the middle of Antarctica's frozen wasteland. It's the southernmost active volcano on Earth, and unlike most volcanoes, it has a lava lake that never stops bubbling. A constant plume of smoke rises from its peak, making it look both mesmerizing and slightly ominous. The sight of glowing molten lava against the icy backdrop feels almost unreal, like something out of a sci-fi movie. It's a rare, powerful force of nature that refuses to be tamed.
And that's the source of the volcanism. That's why there's magma coming up near the surface and feeding this volcano.
Glacial paradise. Hidden in the mountains of British Columbia, Joffre Lakes is a breathtaking sight with its bright turquoise waters. The lakes get their vivid color from glacial silt, which catches the sunlight and makes them almost glow. A scenic but tough hike takes visitors through dense forests, past waterfalls, and up to the stunning upper Joffre Lake, where a massive glacier adds to the dramatic view, whether in summer, when the lakes are at their brightest, or in winter, when everything is covered in snow. This spot feels like a true escape into nature's beauty. Savanna giant. Standing tall across the African savanna, the baobab tree is a true survivor. Some of these ancient giants have been around for nearly 3,000 years, storing water in their massive trunks to withstand harsh droughts. Their roots help keep the soil healthy, while their nutrient-rich fruit feeds animals and humans alike. At night, their large white flowers bloom for just a few hours before falling. More than just a tree, the baobab is a lifeline for the land, supporting entire ecosystems and shaping the landscapes of Africa's dry, open plains. Web-covered trees. After the devastating 2010 floods in Pakistan, trees near the Sindh desert were completely covered in thick layers of spider webs. As the rising waters forced insects and spiders to escape upwards, they spun massive webs around the branches, creating a surreal, ghostly sight. These ghost trees weren't harmed, but their eerie transformation looked straight out of a horror film. Similar events have happened in Australia, where sudden spider population booms lead to entire landscapes draped in silk. It's a haunting reminder that nature always adapts, sometimes in ways that are as unsettling as they are fascinating. Rainbow tree.
I want to show you this beautiful tree. This is a rainbow gum.
This video shows the deep tropical forests of Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, and Indonesia, where a tree grows that looks like a living painting. The rainbow eucalyptus is famous for its ever-changing bark, peeling away to reveal bright green layers that slowly shift to shades of blue, purple, orange, and red. The process happens throughout the year, making each tree completely unique. No two ever look the same. This natural masterpiece thrives in humid climates, adding a splash of unexpected color to the dense green landscapes. It's not just a tree, it's nature's way of showing off its artistic side.
If you look closely at the skin of the tree, the reds and purples are the very outer dry bark that's just about to peel off.
Sky-high peaks. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China looks like it came straight from a fantasy movie, because, well, it kind of did. These towering sandstone pillars, some stretching over 3,000 feet, actually inspired the floating mountains in Avatar. With mist weaving through the massive rock formations, the whole place feels like gravity just gave up. Visitors can explore this breathtaking park by hiking, hopping on a cable car, or, if they're feeling brave, walking across the world's highest glass bridge. Either way, it's a view you won't forget. Mystic volcano. Mount Bromo, one of Indonesia's most famous volcanoes, rises from the vast Tengger caldera, surrounded by endless volcanic plains. Its steady plumes of smoke and rugged crater create a scene that feels almost unreal. The best time to witness its beauty is at sunrise, when golden light washes over the landscape, casting dramatic shadows. A layer of mist often rolls in, making the volcano look even more mysterious. Whether you're hiking up its slopes or just taking in the view, Mount Bromo offers an unforgettable glimpse into the raw, untamed beauty of nature. Giant's Pathway. On the northern coast of Ireland, thousands of hexagonal basalt columns fit together like a giant puzzle. The Giant's Causeway, formed by volcanic activity around 60 million years ago, is so perfectly shaped that it almost seems man-made. According to legend, the giant Finn McCool built it as a bridge to Scotland, adding a mythical touch to this already stunning sight, with waves crashing against the rocky shore and the towering columns stretching into the sea. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a breathtaking mix of geology and folklore, making it one of Ireland's most fascinating natural wonders. Ice Hotel Magic.
I am speechless. It feels like something out of Alice in Wonderland or The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe.
In the small village of Jukkasjärvi, Sweden, there's a hotel unlike any other, made entirely of ice and snow. Every winter, artists carve stunning sculptures, glowing chandeliers, and even an ice bar where drinks are served in frozen glasses. Guests sleep on ice beds, wrapped in thermal sleeping bags over soft reindeer hides. Soft LED lights make the icy walls glow, adding to the dreamlike atmosphere. While the temperature stays below freezing, the experience is anything but ordinary. And if you step outside, you might even catch the northern lights painting the sky, making this winter stay truly unforgettable.
Everything is from the river, yes. So it's in the cycle with the river, and it's going back, like the ice classes.
Desert of Snow. Hidden in northern Pakistan, the Katpana Desert is a place of stunning contrasts. It's one of the world's highest cold deserts, where golden dunes sit beneath towering snow-covered peaks. The landscape shifts with the seasons, and when spring arrives, Skardu bursts into color. Cherry blossoms bloom across the valleys, covering the region in soft pink and white. The mix of sand, snow, and flowers creates a breathtaking sight unlike anywhere else. whether walking through the dunes or under the blossoms. This ever-changing landscape offers something new and beautiful in every season, making it a true hidden wonder. Icy mystery. Lake Baikal is the deepest and oldest lake on Earth, holding nearly 20% of the world's fresh water. At over 387 feet deep, its crystal-clear waters have fascinated explorers for centuries. In winter, Baikal turns into a frozen wonderland, with shattered blue ice stretching as far as the eye can see. Legends whisper of strange lights, hidden civilizations, and mysterious creatures lurking beneath its depths. It's also home to the Baikal seal, the world's only freshwater seal. Whether shimmering in summer or locked in ice during Siberia's brutal winter, Lake Baikal remains one of nature's most mysterious places. Majestic Fuji. Towering at 12,389 feet, Mount Fuji is Japan's most famous landmark, standing tall with its perfect snow-capped peak. For centuries, this sacred volcano has inspired art, poetry, and pilgrimages, drawing visitors from all over the world. Surrounding it are peaceful lakes, dense forests, and hidden shrines that add to its mysterious charm. Though its last eruption was in 1707, Fuji remains a symbol of strength and beauty. Whether reflected in the waters of Lake Kawaguchi or viewed up close on a climb, this legendary mountain continues to be one of the most breathtaking sights on Earth. Skyward Peak. The Matterhorn is one of the world's most striking mountains, rising 14,692 feet with its sharp, pyramid-like shape. Sitting on the border of Switzerland and Italy, it towers over the alpine landscape, often wrapped in mist or glistening with fresh snow. Its steep slopes make it a tough climb, but that only adds to its legendary status. In winter, the peak looks almost unreal, standing tall against the sky like a frozen masterpiece. Whether seen from a distance or up close, the Matterhorn is a powerful reminder of nature's beauty, drawing adventurers and dreamers alike to its breathtaking presence. Hidden depths. Buried beneath miles of Antarctic ice, Lake Vostok has remained sealed off from the world for millions of years. This massive subglacial lake exists in total darkness, untouched by modern air or sunlight. Scientists believe its isolated waters could hold ancient microorganisms, frozen in time and unlike anything seen before. Drilling through the thick ice has revealed hints of a hidden ecosystem, fueling curiosity about what else might be lurking below. The lake's extreme conditions make it one of Earth's most mysterious places, offering a rare glimpse into a world that has been locked away for eons. Hidden redwood.
Take a good look at this record-breaking tree in California's Redwood National Park.
Deep inside California's Redwood National Park stands Hyperion, the world's tallest tree. Rising an unbelievable 379 feet, this ancient redwood has been growing for centuries, towering over the dense forest like a natural skyscraper. The park itself is home to some of the planet's most massive trees, creating an otherworldly landscape where giants touch the sky. But Hyperion is off-limits. To protect its delicate ecosystem, officials have restricted access, keeping this record-breaking tree hidden from visitors. Redwood National Park remains a breathtaking place to explore, where nature's tallest wonders stretch high above, untouched and preserved for future generations. Oozing forest fungus.
Today we're talking about a fungus known by such wicked monikers as Devil's Tooth and Bleeding Tooth.
In the damp forests of North America and Europe, the bleeding tooth fungus is one of nature's strangest sights. Found growing among moss and fallen leaves, this eerie mushroom oozes a deep red liquid that looks quite unsettling. But it's just sap, pushed out when moisture builds inside the fungus. As it ages, the dramatic red fades, blending into the forest floor. While not poisonous, it's too bitter to eat. But scientists are studying its unique compounds for possible medical benefits. These mysterious fungi add an unexpected splash of color to the quiet, shadowy woodlands they call home.
The sap of the bleeding tooth mushroom is still not completely understood, but it's being investigated for a few of its unique properties that could be put to good use by us humans.
Sumatra's giant bloom.
Technically, it's a whole group of flowers clustered around this, but you could be justified for regarding it as one flower.
Deep in the rainforests of Sumatra, a plant grows so massive and so smelly that it's known as the corpse flower. The Titan arum can reach 10 feet tall, but its size isn't what makes it famous. When it blooms, which happens only once every few years, it releases a strong stench of rotting flesh, attracting insects instead of admirers. For 3 days, the air around it turns unbearable, drawing curious visitors who quickly regret taking a deep breath. Despite the awful smell, this rare giant remains one of the most fascinating wonders hidden in the lush jungles of Indonesia.
This is the biggest flower in the world.
Falling giants.
Help me pronounce this. Bunya.
In the rainforests of southeastern Queensland, Australia, the bunya pine towers over everything, reaching over 30 meters tall. But don't be fooled by its name. It's not actually a pine. This massive tree produces giant cones, some weighing up to 18 kilos, and when they drop, it's like nature throwing cannonballs. Despite the risk, the tree's seeds are edible and were once a vital food source for Indigenous Australians. With its thick, rugged bark and towering presence, the bunya pine is both a lifeline and a lurking hazard in its humid, lush home.
Well, if you could see them, you'd practically know when they were going to fall and where. No, you can't see them.
Sticky snare. Scattered across tropical islands in the Pacific and Indian Oceans, the Pisonia tree hides a strange secret. Its seed pods are covered in an incredibly sticky sap that latches onto insects, and sometimes even birds. Smaller birds, unable to break free, end up stuck to branches or the forest floor. Over time, their remains enrich the soil, helping the tree grow stronger. While this eerie cycle sounds harsh, it's just nature doing its thing. Despite its dark reputation, the Pisonia tree plays an important role in its ecosystem, shaping the delicate balance of life in these remote, lush regions. Subscribers pick. Sequoia National Park in California is home to some of the oldest and tallest trees on Earth. These towering giants, some over 3,000 years old, make everything around them seem tiny. The park's biggest attraction is General Sherman, the largest tree on the planet.
Getting that big takes a while, like a couple thousand years. In fact, some of the oldest giant sequoias were already about 1,000 years old when the Roman Empire was founded.
Reaching an incredible 83 meters tall, sunlight filters through the thick canopy, casting golden light on the massive trunks, while the scent of pine fills the air. The quiet is almost unreal, broken only by the wind rustling through the branches. Walking among these ancient trees, it's impossible not to feel small in their presence.